Hello guys, I've decided to start this a little bit early. Hello boys, welcome to my new blind playthrough that I'm gonna be doing that is pretty interesting so far. So anyways, this is this is going to be a blind playthrough on the new Pokémon Snap game for our Nintendo Switch. For those of you unaware, this game was released into the N64 originally, and it was mostly forgotten game. Not a lot of people really cared about it as much as it should have been, but the speedrunning community did care for it a lot, and very similar to SpongeBob. Once they started speedrunning like crazy, there were a lot of people that actually only played Pokémon Snap for the N64. So, just like before, the community noticed that they had interest in this game, so they brought it back for the Nintendo Switch, and already lots of things are different. For example, we could pick our gender, and, well, there's just so much more. Also, I've come to learn that the game is probably longer on this version, because in the original it wasn't really a long game. This version is probably going to be way longer, just so you know. But anyways, we're going to be doing a blind playthrough of this, as this is our first time experiencing it. And just for the fans, since we can only play as the boy in the original version, I'm going to go with blonde girl. I'm going to go with a blonde girl, because we already went with a boy so many other times when we played other different Pokemon games on our channel. And also, at that point, making a boy look like Red just made the most sense at the point. Like, it was better. But for this game, I actually kind of like the girl better. So, as you can see, this game was originally used pointer controls. This is apparently a laboratory of ecology and natural sciences. It used to start off a lot differently. The entire game was initially just based in the Kanto region, and Professor Oak guided you for the entire game. Of course, since things have changed, we now have multiple different Pokemon now than just the Kanto Pokemon. We decided to play with the original voices because I'd much rather keep it the same. Hi there, I'm glad you made it. Welcome to the Laboratory of Ecology and Natural Sciences, or LENS for short. My name is Mir, Professor Mir, apparently. So yeah, there's a new professor for this game now. That they made exclusively for this game. I'm searching Pokemon in their natural environment here on Florio Island. Yeah, and that's not all. The professor's gonna study every single island here in the Lental region. No one's ever done an ecological survey like this before. It's gonna be amazing. No one. Aren't you forgetting a certain explorer? Oops, good point. You read the stories of Captain Vince, hadn't you? Even counting him, Professor, your survey's going to be the first of its kind in 100 years. That's going to be awesome. Well, thanks. This is Rita. Her parents are good friends of mine. She's here on vacation while her school's on break. I'm not just here to goof off, Professor. I'm your research assistant. Ah, yes, that's right, and I appreciate the help. Now, before we go over what you're doing in this program, why don't we step into the lab to get settled? Right, you are, Professor. I'll lead the way. Alright, allow me to explain. The Lental region is absolutely teeming with Pokemon. Photographing those Pokemon helps us learn more about them and their ecosystem. And that's exactly what you're here to do. At night, you might even get to see glowing Pokemon. They're really pretty. Now, without further ado, here's your research camera. I got the same one. We could use them to communicate with each other and the rest of the team, too. That's right, it's more than just a camera. It lets you keep in touch and analyze data on the fly. It also serves as sort of an ID badge for you here, so take good care of it. Yeah. Yeah, that seems kind of important. Okay, we have a text box already.
What do you think?
Awesome, right? The professor invented it.
Professor.
Can I explain how to use it, Professor? Sure thing, Rita. Assist away. I'll go take care of some other preparations.
Yep.
Come on, let's go outside. Obviously, there's probably going to be a long tutorial. So, these tutorials... So, now we get to see how to actually play the game.
Perfect timing. Try getting a shot of that Pokemon. You can press the A button to take a photo. Yes, nice going.
For those of you who are unaware, the way you advance for this game, at least in the original game,
You try moving the camera to line up your shot.
you are supposed to move your camera around, and initially this game was actually sort of an autoscorer, sort of on-rails shooter mixed with a camera photographer thing, which is kind of interesting for a Pokemon game. Anyways, you have to move around and take pictures of certain Pokemon, and if you get enough photos of enough Pokemon, you unlock a new area, and the goal is to unlock and complete all of the areas to unlock one other area, and then in the original game, you unlock a secret area where you can take a picture of the legendary Pokemon Mew and finish off the game that way.
See that circle in the center of your viewfinder? That's called the pointer. If you use the left stick to move the pointer around, the camera will move to follow it. Give it a try.
Okay.
You can point the camera up and down, and even spin all the way around left or right. You can use motion controls to aim your camera too.
Obviously, I like to play it the original.
There goes Pikachu! Try getting a shot of that Pikachu. First, move the pointer so it's lined up with Pikachu. Did you see that shape appear around Pikachu just now?
Yeah.
Whatever that shape is around is the subject of your photo. Remember that. It'll be important when the professor's evaluating your photos.
Okay.
Try snapping a photo. That's it! Great job! But since Pikachu's a little far away, it looks kind of small, huh? Times like this call for zooming in.
Yeah. You have to zoom in a lot.
Hold the ZL button. You'll stay zoomed in until you let go. Try snapping a photo of Pikachu looking nice and big. Great! See how much bigger it looked that time?
Yeah.
You want your subject's whole body smack dab in the middle of the frame, looking big. Looks like you've already gotten the hang of using your camera. You're doing great. Oh, right. You can adjust your camera and motion controls from the settings menu. You can also adjust them from the pause menu while you're out doing research. Hey, Professor, we've covered the basics.
Obviously, since this is not like the original game, the tutorial's a little bit different. Obviously. How's that? I hope you're getting the hang of your research camera. Now then, I'll evaluate the photos you took. Would you mind choosing one shot of each Pokemon you photographed? Jeez, can't speak today. I'll rate them using my special scoring system. Pick whatever shots you think are the best. So yeah, try selecting the Pikachu for. I say when you've decided which one to show me. Okay, so we have to select the different ones. New discovery. The first thing I'll do is rate each photo from 1 to 4 stars. I came up with the system to help us understand and categorize how Pokemon behave. Photos of Pokemon in an ordinary state get 0 stars. More unusual behavior means more stars. Simple enough, right? To be clear, the number of a star of a photo received doesn't affect its score. Every category is important. By the way, the camera keeps log of what was happening while you took each photo. That data helps me categorize your photos. Let's move on to scoring. First, I'll evaluate the subject's pose. Snapping your photo just at the right moment is key to getting a high score. Now on to the other factors. Size is straightforward. The larger your subject Pokemon appears in the photo, the better. Then there's the direction the Pokemon is facing. Try to get it facing you in your photos. Next is placement. Try and get the Pokemon in the center of frame for a nice balanced photo. And finally, you'll get bonus points if other Pokemon are in the photo with your subject Pokemon. Now I know that was a lot of info at once. Let me boil it down. Remember this and you'll do fine. Get the Pokemon nice and big in the center of a frame, then snap the shutter. With all that in mind, here's your evaluation. Looking good. Hard to believe you're a beginner. These stars will obviously not matter because they're forced to tutorial. Yeah, the stars don't really matter in the beginning because it's gonna be same. Once you get your photos evaluated, you could use them to fill out your very own Pokemon Photodex. This will be a great milestone to work towards. That about does it. I think it's about time you set off on your adventure. That should about do it. See this pod? It'll carry you on your photography expeditions. It's called Neo 1. It's the best. It can teleport to far-off places in no time flat. I finally put the finishing touches on it not long ago with a little help from someone I know. You see, it makes use of energy hotspots scattered throughout the Lental region. Come on, Professor, the details can wait. Fair enough, let's get you moving. Climb on in and we'll share camera to the console. That's cool.
Enjoy your first photo expedition.
Alright. And yes, this is an on-rails shooter. You have to go through each level in kind of a predetermined spot. Then after a little while, the mode will end and then you have to continue again. Initially, it was unclear where you're supposed to go.
That's the entrance to Florio Nature Park. The Neo 1 will automatically follow a set route. You can just focus on looking around and taking photos.
At first, now, the actual 100% of this game is not too bad. The only thing you really need to look forward to is you essentially have to... Whoa! Okay. We almost got that Mogul and Mill fight. That would have been cool. I'm just gonna wait for something else to... Now, as you can see, you have a limit to how much stuff you can do. I think the most important thing is there's a limit to how many Pokemon can be in one slot. That was a quick shot. Whoa. Okay. In case you're wondering, yes, the way you 100% the game is you simply have to get a capture of any individual Pokemon. Oh, that's rare. Yeah, Pichu's one I've never seen before. Let's get a picture of that. The ones I don't have much pictures of, I won't really show. And yes, as you can see, because it's on rails, it moves at once. Unfortunately, we can't actually get much score right now because, you see, in order to actually go any further, you have to unlock some more stuff. So, I'll have to show you that a little bit later. And also, we could just straight up, exit the level early after we've done it the first time, but unfortunately that mode's not unlocked us for yet because that's just... This is still the tutorial. Not sure if that was early enough or not. Anyway. Okay, I've hit that's enough follows for now. Yep. Yeah, I figured as much.
Basically, it's the end of the course. When you get back, I'll take a look at your photos.
To actually do that 100%, we have to take each course multiple times because there's lots of puzzles you have to do.
Anyway.
And you get to choose one photo per Pokemon this time, which is a lot more interesting. It's hard to know how the stars will work out for each one, obviously. It's better to get at least something than, nothing. As this is new, as this is a new playthrough for me, it'll take a little while to do some end stuff.
A new discovery. Nice work. A new discovery. Nice work.
Alright.
A new discovery. Nice work.
Okay, now that we've got an idea how it works, we're just gonna skip through all of these.
Nice work. A new discovery. Nice work.
I think my idea is just to snap a photo of every single Pokemon and not care too much out of the stars.
A new discovery. Nice work. A new discovery. Perfect timing.
Nice.
A new discovery. Nice work.
course, to get a better poses, we have to unlock a series of items first, which you can't get until much later.
Anyway.
Nine's getting photographs in every category for 1 star to 4 star. Huh? You got a research title, huh? 1,000 points or more. You can choose photos to save in your album, which is your space in the lab. You can also choose to make changes to your photos before you save them, huh? That's cool. Okay. This'll probably take me a while to go through decently. Probably the most important thing is you can't really get a lot of behaviors early on. At least I know from the original game, to get anywhere further, you have to lock a series of balls which you can throw out, and that's what allows you to attract them into doing some interesting stuff. That covers just about everything. Can we go on a nighttime photo shoot later? Not yet, but soon after a little more practice. Anyway, don't forget you can come back to the lab and take a look at your Photodex anytime. I'll explain more about that when you stop by the lab. Well then, don't let me keep you any longer. Go have a good time and snap some photos. So now we get to choose which areas to go. For this mode, we just have to go on expeditions. Are you headed out on another expedition already? Before you go, let me tell you one more thing you can do with your research camera. You can run a scan. That'll give you details about your surroundings. It tells you about nearby Pokemon and points out anything unusual. Master, what counts as unusual? You had never given me a solid answer. Basically, anything that makes the system go, check this out. Well, I guess that's all the detail we're gonna get. You'll get the hang of it once you try it. Rita, would you mind testing? Leave it to me, Professor. Alright, get that camera ready. Still in tutorial mode.
Running a scan is easy. All you gotta do is press the X. Try it out. You saw that Pokemon's name pop up, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's your cue to press and hold the X button to analyze whatever's there.
Yeah.
There! Now you should see the results.
Okay.
Come to think of it, I heard that a friend of a professor's came up with the name Neo1. Well, pretty easy, right?
Alright.
When this icon pops up at the bottom of your screen, there's something nearby to check out.
Yes, exactly. Okay.
Oh, right. I almost forgot. There's one more cool thing you should know about scanning.
Alright.
Pokemon will react to the sound and electrical signal from the scan.
Ooh.
If it gets their attention, it's your chance to snap a photo. The professor calls it an accidental save cheese feature.
Yeah.
That ought to cover everything.
Okay. The explanation is all done. Thanks, Rita. Don't hesitate to run a scan. It'll tell you a lot about your surroundings. So as you can see already, we have a feature that'll help us out a lot.
First of all, here.
Okay. So we just have to go through these levels a couple of times to get experience. Alright.
Have fun.
Ah. That's actually a good one to start with. They looked at us for a few minutes. The Bouffalants are way too far out to actually get anything interesting, unfortunately. Last time I checked this, I got an of someone going in mid-flight. And see, now we're able to analyze that. Yo. We're still looking around for stuff. I just realized something. I could get a better photo with the magic art by just capturing them at very specific times. Oh, it tells me something's going on up there. Ooh, that's a new one. So we're definitely going to take a photo of that. Oh, there's a Flargus. That's a good one. Whoa, where is he going?
All right.
Lots of stuff here.
Welcome back.
At least, I'm glad they made this a little bit easier. In case you didn't know, you used to only be able to snap up to 6 Pokemon at once, and nothing anywhere different. But they've improved it quite a bit. Apparently, now you can get 1 per Pokemon, which makes the sense.
Nice work. A new discovery. Nice work.
Alright.
Nice work. Nice work.
Okay.
Nice work.
Newer records will probably be nice.
A new discovery. Nice work. Nice work.
Okay. Still going good.
A new discovery. Perfect timing. Nice work.
Alright. Right, there's our level up.
All right.
Another step forward to our research. Anyway, thanks to the progress you've made in your research, I got something to report. I'll fill you in once your foes are scared away. I think that you'll be pleased to hear this. Okay. You have a limit to how many photos you can snap. Alright. I'll probably only really save the 4-star ones. Because that's... hey, that's really good to get.
Hello.
Your photography seems to be going well. I think you're about ready for a nighttime visit to Florio Nature Park.
Here's the thing.
Hopefully you'll get to see one of Lental's greatest wonders, a glow called the Illumina phenomenon.
Speaking
You're the one who discovered how that glow happens, right, Professor? Yes, I am, but explaining the scientifically was just one step towards our ultimate goal. Finding the special Pokemon spoken in the legends of Lental. You mean the Illumina Pokemon? I thought they were made up.
No.
They're very much real. You've seen the photos for Captivich's travelogue, haven't you?
of what?
You can barely tell what's in those photos, and they're ancient anyway, literally 100 years old. Well, we could discuss that later.
Right.
For now, enjoy your nighttime outing. Okay. Now we can continue to the next area.
You know.
Oh, right.
Because this game is score rated, you could go a little bit faster by having bigger scores, and there's multiple photos you could attempt. So you have multiple attempts to take certain photos of certain characters.
See a whole new side of Pokemon at night.
Ooh.
Watch for differences in their behavior.
I think that Score Bunny one was really good. I got it in mid-fight, I almost. Nice. Ooh. Oh, that was just in the nick of time. He almost turned around too. And you got... Whoa. Oh, there he is. Okay. Gosh, they're like so close to us in the way. It's hard to know what's gonna happen. Okay. Oh, this is new. Ooh. You know what? I'd much rather get him mid-fight. That might get me more points. And like full of them. I'll just... I guess any photos will do, that's for sure. Ooh. So I should really focus on just... Alright. The more Pokemon I get in here, the better. Yeah, it's not quite centered. Yeah, maybe a better one here. Ooh, nice. Oh, wow, you said it was nice. Oh, something's unusual. Oh, that's something I have to snap a picture of.
Hey, do you copy? We just picked up a huge energy reading near you. The professor's busy trying to make sense of the data. Let's ask him about it when we get back.
Oh my. That one felt a lot better. We got almost all of the Pokemon that we could there. We've got a lot to discuss. Oh, something good happened apparently. I honestly not sure which one to do. This one was right on the tortilla. Okay. This one has more haystacks, so actually I'm gonna go with that. This one looks... I think this one looks a little bit better, actually. I don't know. It's hard to evaluate how the photo is when you can't see it half of the time. This one doesn't have a pose, but... Oh. Okay, that's a free-star photo. Anytime you get a free-star photo, you want to save that almost immediately. This one. Go. Ah, it was not close enough, so this one looks a little bit better for that. That's a new one. I'm gonna take this. I take this one because it's more centered. You could see more of it, I assume, so I think it'll give me more points.
Let's do this.
Okay.
A new discovery. Nice work.
I could have actually had a really good pose with that. I assume that could have been a 4-star photo for one of the two if I'd snapped it in a specific way. Because it is very unusual to see a Skirvani sleep out there. This one.
Nice work.
That was a good placement on that. This one's looking right at the camera. $4,000. That's a really good 1-star photo for that thing.
A new discovery. Nice work.
Some of these can take a little while to actually get a good thing.
A new discovery. Nice work. A new discovery. Great timing.
Tingle I was just barely able to get at the right time. It could have been much worse.
Nice work. A new discovery. Nice work. Perfect timing.
Ooh. Almost beat that one.
Nice work.
Alright.
A new discovery. Nice work.
By the way, this is getting mine to a point where we're probably going to just speed through a lot of this. Still no 1 cycle. Imagine if Pokemon behaved differently at this hour. Keep up with good work. By the way, thanks to the progress you've made in your research, I got something to report. I'll fill you in once your photos are squared away. I think you'll be pleased to hear this. Okay. Now what are we going? What's going to happen, I wonder? Some of these videos might be a little bit short, by the way, because I'm trying to time them better. Whoa. That's intriguing.
Something incredible has happened. Here, take a look at this. Here's the thing.
When you got near that field of flowers, I picked up an incredibly strong energy reading.
Also,
its source seemed to be moving to, if only slightly, which suggests what we've got here is Illumina Pokemon? Can't be sure yet, but I suspect so. I wonder why it showed up. Did you do anything special? I also doubt that it appeared when it did by chance. So, I think you should be the one to investigate the area where that reading is coming from. Ah, I want to go see too. You can watch through the monitor with me, Rita. Peace out as soon as you're ready. Okay. Right, well, let's go in the lab for just a bit.
Here.
This is the professor's lab. Not that it's your first time here, of course. This is where the professor does his research and works on mechanical stuff. In fact, he pretty much lives here. Anyway, let me give you a quick rundown of what you can do here. That server over there is where we store our research work. There are a few things you can do with all that data. First, you can check your Photodex. That's the encyclopedia record you're building with the photos you're taking. Isn't it cool to put together your very own Photodex? Next, there's your space. This is where you can see your personal photo album and adventure milestones. Your album is for photos you want to keep but not put in your Photodex. You can edit your album photos in some cool ways too. Am I forgetting anything? Hey, Professor, was there anything else I was supposed to mention? Did you cover what we could do on the internet? Oh yeah, that was it. If you use the online internet feature, you could see photos from players all around the world. So that's a cool thing that we could do. Potentially, we might take a look at it later. If you really like a photo, you can tell the photographer nice job by giving the photo a little digital mental. They're called sweets medals. Give all you want, people love getting them. That's right. You could also see all our photographers' rankings in each score category. I think that's everything. I'm sure you'll figure it all out quick. Don't be shy, try everything out. So here we can edit some of our stuff, potentially. Oh, jeez. We can change our name midway through. Let's actually edit it to this while we have a chance. Flower. Okay. I'm just showing this off just so that we can have all of our different stuff going, and as well still to kill time as well to help out. So yeah, there's lots of stuff you can check here. Alright. So this is where you can see some different stuff. Okay. So you could upload your photos to the internet by just going to your Pokedex or whatever, and you can upload photos that you think are good. Obviously, you probably only want to do this for like your top shot or something else, so I'll probably do this much later on in the game. But anyway, now I think we've done enough for now. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.